A less significant move would involve the Las Vegas Raiders signing JuJu Smith-Schuster from the Steelers. That's a name to keep an eye on. John Clayton was on radio in Pittsburgh yesterday and said that the Raiders are very interested in Smith-Schuster, and that intrigues me. They had Nelson Aguilar in that slower than Henry Ruggs receiver position last year, and I think that's the role that JuJu Smith-Schuster can thrive in. He's not a number one guy. He's not fast enough to be number one. He's not game-breaking enough to command double coverage, but he's more than good enough to be a great number two. Ruggs and Smith-Schuster would be awesome for the Raiders, Charean. And, you know, from the Steelers' standpoint, you have to wonder if they got to the point where, number one, they don't have the cap space, and number two, between the dancing on the logos and the Browns is the Browns comment that helped fire up Cleveland before the playoff game, are the Steelers just kind of ready to move on from this guy?
And Mike, you know, MDS, we know his stance on running backs. He thinks you can find running backs anywhere. The receiver core, with guys playing it in college and college game going to so much passing, I think you can find receivers anywhere. I would not spend a ton of money on JuJu, no matter who I am. I just think you can get better receivers out there, or as good a receivers as JuJu is. He has 1,000-yard season, one Pro Bowl that came in his 1,000-yard season when he was named MVP of the team, and we know what happened with AB after that. It kind of spiraled out. But you know, I just don't think you spend a good deal of money on a receiver. I think you can find those guys. You can find them in the draft. You can find them in free agent. They have Hunter Renfrow to play the slot. I know JuJu's better than Hunter Renfrow. He's better than Nelson Aguilar. I get that there. I just wouldn't spend a ton of money on him if I'm the Raiders. But, you know, the Raiders are the Raiders, and they love those. John Gruden, we know, loves those old players, Mike, and he's going to spend the money where he sees fit, and that just might be JuJu.
All those 7-on-7 camps, high school, all those practices at the college level, the quarterbacks get the reps in, the receivers get the reps in, the receivers get better, and there are more and more great receivers every year making it to the NFL. So that's a good point. You don't need to spend a lot of money on a receiver as a veteran, and the Steelers are the last team to have to do it because they have cracked the code on finding great receivers in the draft at every round. They've managed to do it. And also, it would be a nice little middle finger by the Raiders to Antonio Brown after things went so haywire between Brown and the Raiders to go get JuJu Smith-Schuster, and maybe he'll be the Raiders MVP in 2021.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.